Hello and welcome back to Liam's TV Addicts. So yes, today I am doing Season 1, Part 9 of Behind the Bars, my Wentworth spin-off. Now, this will be uploaded today, but it won't be available till the 28th of April, which is a week on Monday. Now, it's coming there's only two parts, there's only Part 9 and Part 10, so it will finish on the 4th of May, or early May. Now, get ready for the ending because you will not. It's so shocking, but stay tuned. The day after, Lou's body is being taken out, and B is in the slot. Michelle is in shock, and she says to Vera, "Can I say goodbye to her, please, Miss Bennett?" Vera says, "No, Michelle, sorry." Michelle goes back to her unit. Vera goes to see B in the slot. Vera says, "Why'd you kill Lou for?" B says, "Because she needed to die." Vera says, "You do know you will be charged." B says, "I have life anyway." Vera says, "Also, Joan Ferguson will come into general." B says, "You have got to be kidding me." Vera says, "The Ombudsman has told me she can't be in Psych Ward anymore." B says, "Okay, but I can't promise I won't be nice to her or protect her." Vera arrives at Psych Ward and says to Ferguson, "You're going to general." Joan says, "No, I can't. They will rip me to shreds." Vera says, "Let's hope it's not that long." Joan says, "Doyle will come for me first." Vera says, "Come on, I haven't got all day." Joan goes into general and is walking through the yard. All the women are shocked to see Joan back, and Boomer says, "Welcome to hell, Fergie. Wait till B sees you." Ferguson goes to her unit, which is J3, the same as Michelle. B comes out of the slot and goes into the yard, and Boomer says, "B, guess what?" B says, "What, Boomer?" Boomer says, "Ferguson is in general." B says, "I know, Vera told me." B sits down and Maxine says, "What are you going to do to Ferguson?" B says, "I'm going to torture her." Maxine says, "What if she kills one of us?" B says, "Then I will kill her, like I did to Lou." Later on, Frankie's going to see Vera, and she tells Vera that Ferguson needs to be transferred interstate. Vera says she can't. She has to stay here. B and her crew go to J3 and tell Michelle to get out. Ferguson says, "What's going on?" B says, "I'm about to teach you a lesson. Grab her, ladies." B's crew grab Ferguson and put her hand in the door. B slams the cell door on Ferguson's hand. She screams in pain, and B says to Joan, "That's what happens if you cross me." Ferguson falls to the floor and goes to medical. B and her crew go back to her unit. Ferguson gives B an evil look while she walks away. Vera goes to medical to see Ferguson and says, "How's the hand?" Ferguson says, "Oh, so you are concerned about me then. It's nice that you care, Vera." Vera says, "I don't care one bit about you. I'm just acting like I care." Ferguson seems disappointed and says to Vera, "I saved you from the bomb at Wentworth." Vera says, "You killed Anne." Ferguson says, "She needed to die. She was trying to kill you." Meanwhile, Will tells Frankie that someone is outside the prison for her. Frankie says, "Okay, thanks, Mr. J." Frankie goes outside to see who is outside the prison and sees Tess and her dad, Alan, smiling at her. Tess runs at Frankie and gives her a big hug. And Frankie says, "I've missed you loads." Then Frankie gets called back in the prison as she needs help with a new inmate. Frankie walks into admissions and sees her mom, Kate Doyle. So make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, what a part that was. We got to see Ferguson into general. Lou's dead. We got to see Alan and Frankie's dad and sister return outside the prison. And Frankie's mum, Kate Doyle, has arrived as an inmate. What a twist. But make sure you stay tuned in early May for the part 10, the final of Behind the Bars.